Alright, what's going on, guys? The competitor here. We're going to be taking a look at some Mortal Kombat 11 gameplay. We're going to be watching a pro level match between Tweety and Sonicfox. Now, I just wanted to talk about some things different in MK11. We can see there's no run button, obviously. So my series where I was teaching MKX in order to get ready for this game, while a lot of that stuff still applies, the game's going to fundamentally play different. This is more of a hybrid between Injustice 2 and Mortal Kombat 9, it somewhat looks like. So playing those games might be better for, preparing, but either way, learning fighting game fundamentals isn't easy and you can pretty much do it playing any game. So I might continue this series, maybe mixing in some Injustice 2 and possibly even MK9 if I can find a way to record it. But right now, looking at this match, Sonya, she plays relatively the same to her MKX form. Okay, she's got a restand right there, as you can see with her stance or whatever. She's pretty mix-up heavy. Sonicfox, that's his specialty, so of course he'd hop on her. He also mained her in MK9 with Melina. Baraka looks pretty strong in this game so far. I was watching some gameplay of Tweety and others using him. His zoning is kind of good. I think his projectile's a mid, I've been told by players there. But there's his signature chop chop blades, which still go unpunished a lot of the time. But I'm really excited for this game because looking at it, neutral is back. People say MKX, you just run in and 50-50, which sometimes is the case, yes. But this game, I've already been seeing players, zone, whiff punish, all kinds of stuff. Now, right there, I wanted to talk about that. That is one of the new mechanics. I think it's called a fatal hit or something like that, in which certain conditions need to be met, but you can do an insane amount of damage or something depending off the move, just like right there. I'm not exactly sure how it works 100% since I didn't get my hands on the game, but I've been watching the streams all day, preparing, just mentally fighting, trying to figure out how this game's going to work. Some other things that are different, as you notice, if you look at the super meter bar, there's only two levels of it, but there's two different bars. There's defense and offense. So it looks like the defense one is used for moves such as wake ups, like a universal kind of wake up attack system. I've seen it where, like, I think Tweety later in this set does a meter burn roll out of the corner. It almost looks like using a bar of it. So it's going to be interesting to see how that's implemented. But the attack one is obviously for your meter burn moves and stuff like that. As you'll see, Tweety does it a lot with his EX blades and everything. And as you may notice, interactables are also back. You could jump off the bed there. I've seen people swing the chainsaw in the background. So, that's nothing really new, but we expected it. Right there, as you saw, he did like a tech roll backwards that used a bar of the defense meter. So, that's pretty cool to look at. All right, got some down ones. Sonicfox already teching throws. All right, jump kick seems pretty strong right there. Hard to anti-air. Baraka zoning. I also wanted to talk about the stages for a second. From the few stages that were revealed to us and that we can see, they just look phenomenal. Like MKX and Injustice 2 had some pretty bland stages in my opinion, but this game, oh my gosh, like it's phenomenal. Like this one I believe is the Black Dragon Bar or something like that. And in the background, if we go over to the right more, is Sonic Combos Tweety. You can actually see Kano serving out drinks and stuff behind the bar in the background to the right there. So I don't know if that's deconfirming him or not, because as we've seen, in MK3, Cyrax is in the sand in the background, but he's still playable, and even in Injustice 2, Superman's in the Red Sun prison, but still playable. There are also, leaks that Johnny Cage might not be playable because he was in the background on a stage, but, it's too early to tell. I have hope that he'll be in the game. But right here is a fatal blow example. This is just phenomenal. It does a guaranteed 30% damage, but you only get it once per game. It's a mechanic that you can only use, I believe, when you're in your last like 20% of life or something like that. It's similar to an X-ray, I guess, in terms of damage and whatnot. But I don't believe it has armor on it because it can be stuffed. And here we see a fatality. But I don't think it has armor on it because it was stuffed in one of the previous sets. And it's a really interesting mechanic, honestly. I don't really know what constitutes as the fatal hit, but it seems there are multiple different ways to activate it. Um but anyways, here we go. Sonicfox up 2-0. Tweety, kind of getting washed right now using Baraka, but these games have been really close. Ooh, right there. The animations in this game are great too. I just want to talk about that really quick. And right there, Sonic with a punish. Boom. Into the restand. Mix up. Ooh, got caught by the low. And right there, I think Baraka tried to do a fatal blow, but it got stuffed, as you saw. Now, if you use your fatal blow, but it either whiffs or they block it, it does not get used up. You're allowed to use it again, but there's a cooldown for it. So, that's really gonna dictate some of the meta because it's like, do you use your fatal blow on round one to take their life bar? Or should you save it till, the last round as kind of like a last ditch effort? Um, that's gonna just take time to tell, but I cannot wait to get my hands on the beta coming out March 28th. This game looks absolutely phenomenal. And there we go. Look at that. Just beautiful. I think that's an awesome replacement for the X-ray mechanic. Like, it's just insane. Baraka's looking great. Sonya's looking great, especially since she's Ronda Rousey. Like, come on, how badass is that? Anyways, that's going to conclude my thoughts on MK11 right now. And thank you for watching. I hope you guys enjoyed. Please be sure to like, comment, and subscribe.